Hello and welcome Border News Mirror. I'm Sagar Suraj. Today I will talk about Nepal government's latest game to woo the villagers living around Lipu Lake and Kalapani under Pithoragarh district of Uttarakhand. Nepal government is promising money, land and houses along with Nepalese citizenship, most of which is believed to be funded by China. With India locked in a standoff with China on the line of control, Nepal has started to play its game with renewed vigor. The KP Sharma Oli government is increasingly sending feelers to people living in three villages adjoining the Kalapani region in the Pithoragarh district of Uttarakhand to shift their loyalties to Nepal in order to stake claim over the villages which are administered by India. At a time when the Nepal army is believed to be assisting China expand its military bases close to Mount Kailash, China seems to be behind the latest move by the Nepal, which is seen as a quid pro quo arrangement between the two neighbors. In return, the Nepal government is promising tons of money, land and houses along with Nepalese citizenship, most of which is believed to be funded by China. Last few days, agents working for the Nepal government have got in touch with people residing in Kuti, Navi and Gunj villages located a few kilometers from Kalapani territory in Pithoragarh district, asking them to consider shifting loyalties to Nepal. The local of these three Indian villages located at an altitude of over 10,000 feet, who shares a roti-beti relationship with the people of Darchula in Nepal, are getting multiple calls from people on the other side asking them to consider the irresistible offer. Information reaching Indian security agencies that these agents have either been making calls directly to the villages claiming to be their well-wishers or taking the other easy way of making the locals of Darchula speak with their friends and relatives in the three villages. Some people on both sides have remained in constant touch with each other, hopping in and out of Indian territory almost every day as they either have business links or relatives on the other sides. Many Indian girls have married into Nepali families in Darchula and elsewhere in Nepal. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Nepal-India border has been sealed for the past few months. People on both sides communicate with each other using Nepal telecom SIM cards. The frequency of such calls increasing by the day, which has now become a point of discussion in the three villages. The villagers are contemplating writing to the center that there is no question of shifting loyalties and that the family remains with India. Many of them even held a meeting among themselves on Friday. In all three villages put together, there are more than 850 residents. Prior to the pandemic, people on the other side used to meet every day. Many of the Nepal people depends on the Indian side for their livelihood. Said that though there were some indication earlier that Nepal might resort to such moves, especially after it claimed Kalapani to be its territory. The attempts at wooing with the villagers with land, money and Nepali citizens has increased manifold even as tension between India and China along LAC is at all-time high. Sometime now Nepal has left the people in its border villages along the tri-junction between India, China and Nepal at the mercy of China's People's Liberation Army, which supplies food and essential to the villagers to win them over, even as the Chinese army has been steadily taking control of its certain inside Nepalese territory. In May, Nepal triggered a diplomatic row with India after it claimed Kalapani and Lipu Lake in its political map. Later, it showed Limpyadhura which its boundary. Watching Border News Mirror, like, subscribe and share.